In this lesson, we're going to learn about the concept of explicit animation. Explicit animations are a set of controls for telling Flutter how to rapidly rebuild the widget tree while changing widget properties to create animation effects. Implicit animations rely on simply setting a new value for some widget property, and Flutter takes care of animating it from the current value to the new value. It is easy, but there is a disadvantage that it cannot be controlled except for the set value. This is why explicit animation is needed. Explicit animations requires an animation controller. They are called explicit because they only start animating when explicitly asked to do. You can use explicit animation to do everything you can do with implicit animations, plus a little more. The annoying thing is you have to manually manage the lifecycle of the animation controller. Since it's not a widget, which means putting it inside a stateful widget, this allows you to create animations that are repeated over and over again, discrete animations, and animations that consist of multiple widgets. In addition, explicit animation is characterized by using widgets that ends with transitions, such as fade transition, just as widget that begins with animation are used in implicit animation. Let's look at the code of implementing explicit animation. First, we're going to create controller variable named controller like this. It has a type of animation controller without initialization. Then on initState function, we're going to initialize this controller like this. Then on animation controller, we are going to set duration time as 1 second. If you set time as 3 seconds, the widget will animate slower. Then we're going to lower bound as 0. It is starting position of animation. And we're going to set upper bound as 100. It is an ending position of animation. If you change upper bound value as 300 and run, you're going to see that the ball starts move more farther. You will see why it moves more farther in detail soon. And VSync is an essential property to use an animation controller. To use VSync, you must extend your class with thicker provider state mixin, like this. It is an essential part of animation for optimization and checking animation time. After initializing animation controller, we are going to add listener function like this to controller. By using this function, it will listen to changes of animation controller. Then we're going to set controller to repeat the same action with reverse direction, like this. If you set reverse value to false, then it will only move to one direction. So when the ball reaches an end position, the ball will disappear and reappear at start position. Now let's create a ball widget. Using center widget, the ball initially appears at the center of screen, like this, as you can see on the screen. And by setting margin from top with controller.value, the ball's position will be changed with animation. Since you already did set add listener, it will listen to changes of animation position and apply current position in sync. Today, we've learned about using explicit animation. By using explicit animation, you can customize more of your animation actions compared to implicit animation. You can try to make your own animation widget, and you can create multiple animation controllers and make your app more dynamic. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson.